Hi students, welcome to online class. In this video we are going to discuss about chapter 11 functions. Now in this video we are going to see the next topic, different forms of user defined function. What are the different forms of user defined functions are there? See, there are 4 different forms of user defined functions are there. What are they? A function without return value and without parameter. So a function is going to have the values inside the function, and then it does not have any return type. It does not going to return a value. So it does not return a value means the function's data type will be void. See, remember, whenever a function that is not returning any value, that is not returning a value means it can be declared as void, because void data type does not return any value. Void means it holds nothing. It holds nothing. You might have studied in chapter 9 all these things. So there are 4 different forms of user defined functions are there. What are they means? A function without return value and without parameter. And then second one is a function with return value and without parameter. So in first thing, there is no return type, so there is no return value, there is no argument also, there is no parameter. There is no parameter, there is no return value. But see, in the second type, there is some return value is there. Say a function with return value and without parameter. So there will be no parameter will be there, but it has return type. It has return type means the function's data type will be other than void. The function's data type will be other than void. Can you understand, students? There are 4 different forms of user defined function. First one is a function without return value and without parameter. Second one is a function with return value and without parameter. See the third one, a function without return value and with parameter. So without return value means function's data type is void, but with parameter. So some arguments will be there. Actual parameter and formal parameter will be there. Then see the last one, a function with return value and with parameter. So the function is going to have some data type for this function name. It may be integer, float, double, character, other than void. Other than void, because return value, it is going to return the value. So with the parameter means actual parameter and a formal parameter will be there. Right, now we can see this thing in a detailed manner. A function without return value and without parameter. A function without return value, without parameter. So we are going to see the program. That particular program will have a function with no return value and no arguments passed. So that does not have any return value, as well as no arguments will be passed. So now you see, when you see the program, you can understand the name of the function is a display. It does not have return type. So its return type is void. It does not going to return any value. So the data type for the function, or else we can call it as return type of the function. Data type can be otherwise called as return type. So the data type or its return type is void, and it does not have any argument. Now you see here. So when you see this program, void display, from the name itself we can understand. Display is the function name, but see the data type void. Void means nothing, no return statement. We are not going to return anything. So what they have given? Cout. first C++ program with function. First C++ program with function. So we are going to print some statement. Then see the next one here, display. So we are calling the function. We are calling the function. We are invoking the function in main function. So inside the main function, we are invoking the display function. Inside the main function, we are invoking the display function. So automatically display function will be called. The function display function will be called. Then automatically cout statement will be executed. So what is in the cout statement? First C++ program with the function. So that will be executed. Then automatically comes to the main function, return 0, program ends. Program ends. Can you understand, students? So the function does not have any return type, so it is declared as void. And then inside the parenthesis there is no argument. So in the main function they are calling the function by its name. They are calling the function by its name, display. So now let us copy this program. After that I am going to show it to you in a practical manner. So start button, Dev C++. Now when I press Ctrl+N and then Ctrl+V. So after pasting the program, we want to save the program. So now before saving, so I am just giving the space between in between the coding, there are some spaces left out there. So Ctrl+S. So without return value, or else we can give first type. First type. Simply the given name is given as first type. So when I press F11, now what it prints? First C++ program with the function. First C++ program with the function, that is printed. So here there is no argument is passed. Here there is no parameter, no actual parameter, no formal parameter. So whenever the data type is given as void, it does not return any statement. So there is no return statement. There is no return statement. Can you understand, students? You can see the output as first C++ program with the function. Right. Now we are going to see the second type, a function with the return value and without parameter. So there is no argument, but return type is there. Now let us see here. The name of the function display, its return type is integer, but it does not have any argument. So the same function name display, we are going to use the data type. We are going to use the data type for the function. Return type of the function is integer. The data type or return type of the function is integer, but it does not have any argument. It does not have any argument. The return statement is used. The return statement returns a value to the calling function and transfers the program control back to the calling statement. So whenever the function is called, the control is transferred from main function. Whenever we are calling the function, we are invoking the function, the control is transferred from the main function to the function definition. Can you understand, students? Whenever we are calling the function, the control is transferred from the main function to the function definition. Right? So again, after executing the function definition, because of the return statement, or else using the return statement, the control is transferred back to the main function. Using the return statement, the value is returned to the main function, that is calling function. Return statement returns a value to the calling function, or the return statement returns the value back to the main function. So control is transferred from main to function definition, again from function definition to main function. Can you understand, students? Now you see the program here. So what is the function name? Display. But see its return type, integer. Can you see the function's return type? Integer. Now you come to the main function. So int main. So we are int m equal to, we are declaring a variable m. We are declaring the variable m, and at the same time we are calling the function display. We are calling the function display. So no argument is used. See that there is no argument. There is no argument. So we are assigning the function call to the variable. Why we are doing this? Int m is equal to display. Why we are doing this? Whenever we call the function will be executed and then the value will be returned to the main function. See, whenever we are calling the function display, the display function will be executed. These three lines will be executed and then some value will be returned. Some value will be returned to the main function. That value should be stored in the variable. That value should be stored in one variable. So for that purpose, they are assigning like this. They are assigning like this. Can you understand, students? Whenever we are calling the function will be executed and the function will return a value. That value should be stored in one variable. So that variable can store the value and then we can process the variable. So for that purpose only they have assigned like this, int m is equal to display. So now the display function is called, there is no argument. Inside the display function, three variables are declared. See here, int a is equal to 10, comma b is equal to 5, comma s. Int a is equal to 10, comma b equal to 5, comma s. So three variables are declared. After that, you can see s is equal to a plus b. So s is equal to a plus b. The variable is added, a plus b is added together and it is stored in s. So a plus b is added together means what will happen? A plus b is added together means what will happen? Whenever a plus b is added together, the result will be stored in s. Then using the return statement, we are returning the value to the main function. Using the return statement, we are returning the value to the main function and then it is stored in m. Then using the cout statement, we are going to print the sum. That is, we are going to print m. So when we print the m, what will be the result? The sum will be printed. Can you understand, students? I think you might have understood this. Any doubts in this? Again I repeat. So here the value is added in the function definition, that is a plus b is added together and then it stores, s stores the sum. Then we are returning the sum, then sum is assigned to m and then we are printing the variable m. So we get the result as 15. The sum is equal to 15. Now let us see this in a practical manner. So control plus n, then control plus v. So we are printing the variable m using the return statement. Here only the value sum is stored. Here only the value sum is stored as 15 and then that value is returned to the main function. So when I press F11, so before that I want to save it. Second type. So F11, so space is right, F11. If there is no error, it does not show any error. Otherwise it shows the error, it will highlight. It will highlight in that particular line. Now you see, students, the sum is equal to 15. Can you understand that? If I change it to any value, automatically it changes. If I change as 15, now what will happen? Same process will be done, but it gives the result. The sum is equal to 20. Can you understand, students? Now we are going to see the third type, that is a function without return value. A function without return value and with the parameter. A function without return value and with the parameter. So from this what can you understand? So the function does not have return statement, but it is going to have the parameters. It is going to have the parameters, but it does not have the return type. It does not have the return type. Can you understand, students? Now you see here. So the name of the function display, its return type is void. The name of the function is display and its return type is void, and it has two parameters or arguments. Say that arguments are x and y, which is going to receive two values. So see here. So whenever the function's return type is void means there is no return statement. So they have given with the parameter. With the parameter means there will be two parameters will be there. One is called actual parameter and another one is called formal parameter. One is called actual parameter and another one is called formal parameter. Actual parameter will be in the main function. Formal parameter will be in the function definition. Can you understand, students? So the display function will be not returning any value, but it is going to accept two arguments. The arguments are x and y. The return statement returns the control back. The return statement is going to return back the control to the calling statement. But here there is no return value. So simply they are saying what is meant by return statement, right? Now you see the main function. In the main function, int a is equal to 50. So they have declared two variables, a and b. Int a equal to 50, b equal to 45. Int a equal to 50, b equal to 45. Two variables are declared and then assigned the value. Then we are calling the function display. And then we are passing the two parameters, a and b. We are passing the two parameters, that is two arguments, a and b. So a means 50, b means 45. So actual parameter is passed to the formal parameter, that is int x comma y. Display function is called, students, and then at the same time we are passing two arguments, a comma b. So now a is assigned to x, b is assigned to y. Now the two values 50 comma 45 is copied to x comma y. The two variables a comma b is copied to x comma y. And then see that they are finding out the sum. Int s equal to, they are declaring another variable. Int s equal to x plus y. Int s equal to x plus y. Then they are printing the sum. So sum of passed values. So the printing statement is done inside the function itself. The printing statement is executed in the function definition itself. We are not going to return the value to main function. Because function's return type is void. So the two arguments are accepted and it is stored in x and y. Then x and y is added together and it is stored in s. And then we are going to print the value of s. Can you understand, students? So all the process is done within the function definition. There is no return statement. So no value is returned to the main function. Now we can see this program, how it will be executed. So control plus C. So when we execute this program, it should print as 95. Is it right or not? It should print the value as 95. So sum of the passed value is So a value is assigned to x and then b value is assigned to y. So when two values are assigned in x and y, so when we add together we get the result as 95. Now I am saving the program. So third type. So when I press F11, so it displays the output as the sum of passed value is equal to 95. Can you understand, students? So without return value but with the argument. Without return value and with the argument. Now we are going to see the last type, a function with return value and with the parameter. So the function is going to return the value. At the same time we are going to give the value to the function. So first of all we are going to pass the argument, and with the help of argument it is going to do some process. After that the return value is given to the main function. It is going to return the value. So see here, the name of the function display is, its return type is integer. Its return type is integer. And then it is going to accept two arguments or parameters. It is going to accept two arguments or parameters. One is called x and another one is called y. So it is going to receive two values. It is going to receive two values from the main function. It is going to receive two values from the main function. And then we know very well about return statement. What is return statement? Return statement is going to return back to the calling statement. So return statement is going to return the value to the main function. We can say that value is going to be returned to the main function. So now you see here in this program, int a comma 45, b equal to 20. So int a equal to 45 comma b equal to 20, two variables are declared. And then third variable is sum. Just we are going to do addition, that's all. Int s equal to, and then we are invoking the function. We are invoking the function display. We are passing two arguments a comma b. We are invoking the function display and then we are passing the two variables a comma b. So a comma b means 45 comma 20. Whenever we call the function display, we are passing the two variables, that is a comma b. 45 comma 20 is passed. At that time it will be passed to the display function and then it will be stored in x comma y. So a is stored as 45, a is assigned as 45, b is assigned as 20. So now 45 will be assigned to x. Now 45 will be assigned to x and then 20 will be assigned to y. Then what will happen? Next there is another variable declared inside the function. Another variable declared inside the function, int s equal to x plus y. Int s equal to x plus y. So 45 plus 20 is added and then it is stored in s. Then as the function's data type is integer, so other than void means we want to return something. If the function's data type is other than void, except void, if it is integer, float, double, character, whatever the data type it may be, we want to return some value. So using the return statement we are returning the sum, that is return s. The control comes here, again it is stored in int s. Again it is stored in the main function int s. So the variable s will be assigned the sum. So that means 45 plus 20, 65 will be stored. 45 plus 20, 65 will be stored in s. Then we are printing the sum of passed values. Sum of the passed values is. So we can copy this program. Can you understand, students? So whenever the function's data type is other than void, so we want to return the value. We want to return the value to the main function. So the value is returned with the help of return statement. The value is returned with the help of the return statement. So that's why they are given return yes. Can you understand, students? So this is the last user defined form. This is the last form. So I have completed the program, copied the program. After that, saving the program, Control plus S, fourth type. So when I press F11 after saving the program, so here some error is there, right? Double quotes is the problem. So when I press F11 now, you see, so the sum of passed value is 65. The sum of passed value is 65. Can you understand, students? So you can see the output here. The example, function with return value and with the arguments. So this data, this type is, we are passing the value, at the same time we are going to get the value, return value from the function definition. So that's why they have given fourth type, function with return value and with the arguments. So I think you might have understood this video. There are 4 different forms of user defined function. A function without return value and without argument. A function with return value and without argument. A function without return value with argument. And last type is a function with return value and with argument. So let's end the class. So thank you, students.